So Robin and I came up with the idea of a new special orders board where people can post bigger jobs that would make sense for the old billboards. Oh, where people can post bigger jobs that would make sense for the old billboard outside Pierre's. That's an interesting way of doing it. Where people can post bigger jobs than would make sense than the old billboards outside Pierre's. It's a very interesting sentence structure. Yeah, for example, I plan on requesting hardwood for a bed I want to make. I won't put you on the spot, but if you want to help me out, you can just accept the job from this board. Who knows? Maybe if the bed turns out well, I'll start selling them in my shop. Another train? Oh, well, I look forward to helping. I thought so. I wouldn't expect less than anything from you, Hector. So, can we say that you're on board? Ugh. Well, I'm sure you're busy, so we won't keep you away from your work any longer. As always, I appreciate your willingness to contribute. Take care, Hector. Yes, indeed, Hector. You're no longer Soprano, so we're calling you Hector. A nice way of changing things up. And look, a new notice on the board. Hey. Hector, I just love how the trees look right now. I know you like them too. I do too. I like how I can chop them and use them for resources for the sake of upgrading my farm. I've already been using them for that. I'm currently running low on salmon. If someone could bring me one, I would be much appreciated. Shane. Now, if you'll excuse me, Maru, I have to go inside and buy a bouquet for you. You didn't hear that last part. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right, you have your job at the clinic. I'll accept this. Thank you. And with that, don't break the news to my dad, okay? I'll handle it. Nice little dialogue. And with that, Maro is now girlfriend. And girlfriend status, or serious status, depending on who you're talking with, we unlock 2 more hearts. And of course, being girlfriend and boyfriend means better relationships and a chance at marriage, which is the eventual goal that I have in mind for Hector. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to be going through each of your trash bins, grabbing trash that's trash and whatnot. Alright. Hello there. For an upcoming promotion, I'm thinking of offering some high-quality vegetables at a slight premium. Know where a thrifty shopkeep might find 25 gold star vegetables? Robin's project. Hey, I have an idea for a new style of bed, but I'll need 80 hardwood to make it happen. Can anyone help? Now, Pierre's Prime Produce. Try saying that fast. Pierre's Prime Produce, Pierre's Prime Produce, Pierre's Prime Produce. I think I did it 5 times fast. No, 3 times fast. Takes 27 days, which is good leeway, but I am going to guess that it'll require me to harvest things within that period. Thank goodness I had that. But I guess the problem now is that I did not put fertilizer on any of the plots. It'll be a hard stretch to get that. Robin's project, on the other hand, I know we'd have a stream of hardwood coming in, and I could probably get some more from the secret forest, but 6 days is a bit iffy. Let's see if we get lucky this time around. We have an entire season to work with Pierre's Prime Produce, and I think, similar to the special orders, we could likely see ourselves getting more than one special order within a period of time that passes. Oh, I need to head all the way back over to... Yep. Hello there. Upcoming promotion. Look at the requirements. 1. I need to harvest the gold quality vegetables to ensure that they came from my farm. And then 2 is to place the crops in the empty produce box in Pierre's shop. Let's look at Pierre's for a little bit before we head to our intended destination. Getting these processed over at Clint's. The produce box over here. Usually, whenever you involve somebody in our special orders, they will have a specific area that they'll drop things in. For the sake of Pierre, that box over there, on the right side. Oh, it's going to be interesting. I've only got level 8 farming. I wonder if that'll be enough to give me some gold produce. Alas, let's go see Pierre. Let's go see, let us go see Clint. Oh, that would have been nice, but I don't really need Stilix speed grow. Had I done my thing early, I would have definitely gotten more out of my fertilizer. Huh. I must have failed to look at the thing, at the weather forecast, because it seems I'm only getting seeds and, well, junk from the trash cans. And here I am burning through money. Hey, let's sell the, let's at least sell the oysters and whatever fish we have so far. Would make for some good cash flow. And that limestone would also be a good sell point. Oyster. Or if fertilizer is located in the same... And I'll probably move the torches over to the top left chest. Okay, I can work with this. Maybe today the hole is ready. No, there's no fruit in there. Rather rough beginning, that's for sure. Huh. I must have missed that one. Oh no! It's an actual corn plant, but I don't want to I don't want to deal with you. I'd rather deal with, well, these two scarecrows right here that are covering this area. Though I think I might need to move one of those scarecrows that are... I need to move that scarecrow from the south over to the north. It's gonna be a long while before I can utilize this area right here. And I think... No, I think I only have 3 scarecrows. There aren't any other scarecrows I can grab from in here. Yep. Looks like I'm gonna have to make another scarecrow. Or... I'll just push this scarecrow right here. And have it cover... Oh, no, not there. Okay, that should be good enough. You scared off 31, that's amazing. And this should be good enough to cover that section. Alright, I think... Okay, I feel confident about this. These scarecrows being around that much. Hopefully, none of the weeds end up spreading towards the farm. And the silo's built. Could finally have a chance at more hay. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to move up everything from these souths. We'll make sure to clear out the area first before we start making, well, amends, or whatever I want to do with these areas. It's nice that these trees are getting cut down by 6 tries instead of 8 or 10. Also be high time to get more experience for foraging, since we are technically taking from nature. It'd be nice though if we're able to not get too close to our items and start absorbing them. Alas, we're here to rip the farm. Not much we can do in the way of, well, anything at this point. And here I am wasting 4 energy, hitting nothing. Ooh, it's going to be unfortunate for those mushroom stumps, though. They're going to... I need to consider on how I would utilize those, because those are nice to have. Because Demetrius offered us the ability to get either fruit bats or mushrooms going on in our place, and I chose bats. These mushroom stumps, mushroom logs, could compensate for that sake. You don't have to worry about it too much. The only issue is that they need, these mushroom logs, they need wild trees like these. So it's not a matter of making sure, it's a matter of availability at this point. And seeing that I already have a kitchen going on, I might as well take the time to go through some of the recipes that I learned from the Queen of Sauce. Queen of Sauce provides recipes, I can make them, and then utilize them as energy. Make me a cooking aficionado. I just need to make sure that I get ingredients, necessary ingredients, inside the fridge. That's the least a man can do. Though I can't blame them for the fridge being so small. The fridge is just a variant on the chest that you build the first time around. That tree over there is going to be an eyesore, but it's going to be a necessary eyesore once I start getting this place up and running. Sooner or later, I will not be using this entire area for farming. It'll be limited to where was able to put those sprinklers. Yep, that is indeed the plan. Oh, and speaking of which, I think Maru should be off her shift at this point. The clinic closes at 3 p.m. and she's probably back at her place. Could give her a battery and then amp up the chances of being able to marry her. Hey, Demetrius. Yes, Maru told me the news. I can't say I'm thrilled about it, but maybe you'll prove me wrong. Oh, well, how nice of me to at least tell you that I have proposed to her. But I'm not so keen on your results. But then again, this is indeed your life and blood that I'm giving away. That I'm taking from you. Oh, dang it, that poor spot. Alright, you know what? I'll be right back. Give me a little bit. Huh. I got a good look at my Be Right Back screen. Turns out yeah, I was right. I was going for a bathroom break. Oh, it was unlike that last time that I did it last Tuesday. Shoot. That was terrible. Anyways, let's see if we can't see Maru. Maru has to be... Yeah, there we go. There we go on Hector. That puts us a heart closer to marriage. I would like to see a fall marriage within this period. Would make things interesting for what could happen with the house. I've already got it set up where we get a double bed. Have you come to ridicule me? No. In all honesty, I see that you're here over at the bathhouse. It's nice that you're here. I'm just minding my own business. I'll leave you to your business. Oh, here's a thought. My obsidian edge, or in fact, any form of weapon can go through these weeds. Unfortunately, that same obsidian edge cannot be used against, well, dead plants in general. But my scythe can. So why not allow the obsidian edge to work as an alternative weapon? Or more importantly, why is the scythe the more sharper weapon against, well, dead plants? Could my obsidian edge also work that way? In fact, could any of the other weapons I have also work that way? Alas, some strange logic is above that fact. And programming. This is technically a program, and we're running the executable. No, I take that back. The executable doesn't have... No, the executable would likely have a means to... Yeah, the executable will likely have a means to putting out song and music, but other executables that I've ran into, there is no sound, just gameplay itself. No matter. I need to upgrade you to steel, and let's at least put the location for future use. I might have to make... I might as well put some new placements for these algae and other jellies within this chest over here. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I will sell that chump for some more chump change. We'll spruce this place up bit by bit. I have no idea on how it'll work, and oh dang it, I could have used that 80 hardwood for Robin. Never mind, we're going for the long con. I don't think I ever pet Leela at this time. I won't sleep with you, unfortunately. I've got this bed right here. The one that I got from Mayor Lewis's prize ticket thing. And so I lose out on a request for a midnight carp. Do gain a good amount of money, though. Let's see what you got for me. Pierre's prime produce still needs has 25, and Shane still needs his salmon. Salmon is a river fish, so we can get it from the Cindersap Forest. And the spirits feel neutral, so we should get a chance at them better. We start watering. Dear Hector, I'd like to give my cows a special treat. They're such good girls and hungry too. Could you bring me one bunch of amaranth? They love the stuff. Thanks, dear. Marnie. Well, no time like the present. Oh, this is terrible. I need to move the... I may need to move, poor Rare Crow to the right of me a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should be enough to cover up the entirety of that area. I've already got 3, 2 others working their ends. And and the bok choy that I planted should be ready by tomorrow. Looks like those rare seeds are finally bringing up fruit, or sprouting. And seeing that it already takes all summer to get all those harvested, it'll probably take 90% of the summer to... 90% of the summer, 90% of the fall to worry about. Whatever works, works. I'm gonna be out of... Darn it, I'm out of water. Sooner or later, there's going to be a rainy day, and I'm going to capitalize on it. I also need to capitalize on the fact that I might need to make another worm bin. Ooh, Quite nice that I'm getting shrimp and lobsters. It's even saddening, though, that trash seems to be... Okay, trash has its own section, and it succeeds compared to jelly and bait. Okay, food, fruit, flowers. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to put vegetables in a dedicated area, because I've already got wood and seeds in this one, and forageables. Let's put the forageables and whatnot in a chest in the bottom. And I might as well make the time to make another set of chests. One of them for forageables and the other one for vegetables. Color code them accordingly. Why am I losing my train of thought? Okay, let's see. Let's make 2 chests. Let's see, this one's for flowers, this one's for fruit, this one's for food items. We'll make this one for forageables and this one for vegetables. Forageables are brown, and vegetables are green. Green. And we'll put in the regular ones because we can sell off the higher quality ones. Forage, forage, forage. Not that one because I know I can make use of that. Oh, and that forage too. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What have I got so far? 1 amaranth, 25 quality vegetables. Let's see if we get lucky. Sooner or later I might have to spam a crap ton of bok choy to satisfy that. And just put it in the fertilizer. Just put a ton of fertilizers in so we have a ton of sap. Much to do but nothing, because Pierre's is closed on Wednesdays. I could take the time to clear things out. In fact, I'm happy about the clearing out that I did in my at home. My bedroom is now a little bit emptier, but that emptiness has managed to put less space inside my workstation area. I don't know if that's an actual tree or not. I'm happy about it, though. Managed to get majority of the gaming stuff that was in my bedroom into the workstation area. And I even found some more things to put in for display for if I decide to use the top-down camera. Got some good news about the top-down camera. Well, at least events revolving around the top-down camera. I have managed to get work improvements towards my Pokemon single-player trading card game tester. One of the improvements is that I changed up the amount of experience gained from wild Pokemon and and trainer Pokemon from 50 and 70 to 30 and 50%. This puts more stress on 2 factors. One, those points that you get from defeating Pokemon, they are also utilized for evolving Pokemon and for buying points in the store. So imagine points being used 2 different ways. 2, I had the chance to look at how, well, energy would be given to a Pokemon. Seeing that we're going to be focusing on a rather homebrewy version of the trading card game bit, I think it'd be fine if I just if energy was just a pool of sorts. For instance, the heavier hitting moves would require you to get, well, more energy stored up And after every turn, you could recover 1 energy at a time. Makes it a little bit easier to work with. And something that I haven't seen through Pokemon trading card games, at least from what I can gather from the rounds that I saw. No one has the idea of doing double battles. I mean, during the first playtest that I did, I introduced the concept of a double battle based on how many Pokemon were left. Whether it was for wild Pokemon or trainer Pokemon. It's a bit difficult though, because for one, when you're dealing with two Pokemon in battle, you're deciding. And the fact that I'm just playing by myself, I'm making the decisions for them. It might be better if it could be better if I considered getting dice that could determine what could be hit, who would hit what. Odds for the left Pokemon or odds for the right Pokemon. That covers a majority of the updates that I have so far. And sooner or later, I hope to come up with a schedule for the sake of doing it and improving on said playtest. I had already vetted the cards that I'm going to be using to make sure that they don't have just search for a new card in your deck sort of deal, since we are limiting the amount of cards I'm going to be having in battle, or at least in my party. I'm going to be treating it like a Pokemon game, having 6 maximum with you at a party at a time. It's good progress. And that's going to be likely on a Tuesday and Wednesday bit, depending on how I feel and what I've got organized. Now, RuneScape. RuneScape is going to be an ongoing project. I've currently got Fridays blocked off for RuneScape, likely around a 2.5 hour bit. But I'm also going to be putting videos out, videos that'll show grinding or whatever kind of off-camera bit that I do. Coming up next, let's see if I can't find out what's coming up next. Well, this past stream, I managed to finish off 4 quests, and I got a taste of more of the voice acting. One of the quests, Death Plateau, it has a semi-recurring mission that allows you to take supplies over to the ambush point that you sent the soldiers over to, back where you fought the map. You can get supplies over there, and you can get rewards from just getting the supplies safely over there. Excuse me, Leela. I still need to get that salmon for Shane. Was lucky. No, was it? Ah, darn it, I lost my train of thought. That is indeed a problem with myself. What was I even talking about? A record for smallmouth bass. Probably eat this one to give myself the energy that I need. I hope I'm not too late with getting more going on. Oh, now I remember. RuneScape. So supplies that involve... So Death Plateau has a recurring quest, semi-recurring, that allows you to get supplies over to the archers, and you get reward lamps, and they provide you experience. So I'm probably going to be doing that as a video 5 times, just getting supplies to and from Commander Denolf and the ambush commander. In addition to that, there'll probably be a video highlighting the stronghold of security and the stronghold of player safety, according to what I saw back in the wiki and after exploring this place a little bit. Be nice to have. I think... Oh, like for moms, but moms get dirty? It's a tough choice. Hi. Hi, Hector. Maru told me the news. I'm happy for you two. Did that have an effect on... Maybe not, hopefully. Would bereft to see you too down about it. It sounded like an ellipses of suspense. Oh, and Shane, here. Hello, Hector. It's the salmon I requested. It looks perfect. Here's a little something for your trouble. Well, thank you, Hector. No, I don't have time to chat with you. Wow. Straight up happiness to just straight up denying me the chance to chat with me. Dang. Flip of a switch. I saw you catch that salmon. If you happen to make a salmon dinner out of it, let me have a bite. How did you see me catch that salmon all the way from... Okay. There is that. And then I was right over here next to Leia's cottage over here. It just... Is there an elevation difference? No, there's no elevation difference between that and here. Clearly a problem with that. You can use a scythe to cut feed from grass. Or you can buy it from me, of course. I could use the cash. Adios. It's rather awkward coming from you. And thank goodness you didn't see me looking at the trash can over there. Oh, it will be extremely nice. I know you could use the cash, but you have I guess you've got Shane going on for you. And hopefully he is at least paying rent. That's at least the obligation for being allowed to stay at a place of a person that might be related to you that isn't related to you. Oh, kind of reminds me of Belle. Let's see if I can't get lucky with more fish to get experience. Might as well burn through my energy at this point. Belle, probably mentioned during my Mother's Day stream, we had a living arrangement where I wasn't the one, I was letting out a part of my house, and she was just there. Well, for two reasons. One, I had to find 3 things that were unique that I could show her so that she could train me how to fight, and since Caitlin called in a favor back then. Sooner or later, she would move into my flat, or at least I'd call it the Oasis at the point. She'd have to hold up her end of the she'd have to hold up her end living here, well, living there, because as much as I needed to exchange 3 things, such as how to make plants grow, how to get a water filtration system going, and as well as cleaning up a house, she'd need to upkeep it. Because when I had to leave at some point, the house would be hers, but it was still under my, well, it'd still be under my guidance. I can't think of a word at this point. I mean, my legacy. I think that's the best word to use it. My legacy is the most important thing, because I was the one that made said Oasis. It's a matter of her maintaining it. What a way to leave her after so many months. Strange that the more rare fish aren't biting too much. Though I have to thank this one for giving me a treasure chest. Hello, Bream. What have you got to give me? That's good! Oh, nuts, that's crazy good. Geode, magma geodes, and emeralds. Definitely make a killing. Oh, and of course the Bream roe. Unfortunately, the Bream roe cannot be used. Wait, hold on, let's see what this eats. Fresh fish eggs, they can be aged in a preserved jar to bring out more flavor. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to put a preserved jar to bring out more flavor, so they'll have to be sold as is. As is the same with the bream and the chubs. It's probably too late to get any salmon at this point. They probably end up well before the change of time. Maybe around 7 p.m. I got about 2 more good ones out of me before I have to call it. Not the stream, the day. The least thing I am getting is more and more experience. Hopefully I get another level in fishing of sorts. You've got some new ideas to sleep on. Be nice to see that in the bottom left corner. Alright, that's enough fishing for tonight. These torches look amazing, though. The way that they're behind the bush, I'm genuinely surprised that they haven't destroyed or torched torch them. It's nights like these that get you thinking. What do you want to do tomorrow? What did you not do today? And how can you make the day a little bit better? Or at least the same as you left it. Not bad with regards to getting more gold ore. Could do to at least get silver ore, because I do need to upgrade the copper hoe. It's quite nice though that I managed to get the copper hoe. I've managed to get almost all silver tools. Let's organize it a little bit more. I think we can sell off. Let's keep a maximum of 2 materials. Unfortunately, we do need to donate that one to the museum. Looks like that emerald's going to be put to good use. Seeing if we can't get another reward from the museum. I know you're asleep. Thank goodness I petted you. How much of a relationship do I have with you now, Leela? 4.5. Ooh, not too bad on the fishing front. Managed to get ourselves to 4 digits. 4 figures, as you would call them. Gonna continue using this blue bed as a saving point since it's a lot closer. And I would rather not have to deal with going through this hallway and then just going up here. It's a lot more time. Preferably not ask the weather twice. The spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Luck will not be on your side. What do you got to say, Mr. Living Off the Land?
Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. If you're a farmer in a small town, it's likely you'll be invited to create a grand display at some point. Typically, a grand display consists of 9 items that best showcase your talents. Shoot for high quality, high value items, and make sure to have a variety as well. Fish, minerals, artisan goods, fruit, and vegetables are all good to have.
And that we will do. Unfortunately, we do not have the means to do so. It appears that the pumpkins are doing quite nicely. And I think the bok choy should be done by tomorrow. And maybe within the next week or so, or within the weekend, I should have that ancient fruit bear another fruit. Oh, sooner or later I am going to get myself an upgrade to that watering can. It's nice that I'm rocking the baby left and right, though. Excuse me. It'll be another few days before I get the chance to getting more corn. I don't think I'll have enough to get all of it. Ah, darn it, I'm missing one. Into the not so salty. Before that, I have to get this. Let's grab that. No matter. And Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to find an upgrade for that fishing rod that allows me to put bait inside there. Bait inside a fishing pot with a fishing pole frees up one space of inventory. Surprisingly, you can easily fill up a space of inventory if you're not too careful. It'd be high time to start replacing some of the torches, putting some of the torches behind bushes, though. Oh, we got missing one. There we go. And one of the trees are ready. One of the trees is ready. Straight up harvesting this one. Get lucky with one seed. Fortunately, no seeds. I am getting a ton of hardwood, though. Might be high time to get more wood and get this geode over here. And I could start selling off these fish-related items. A cockle, a crab. Let's keep the crab. And put the crab on the top left corner. Along with the other items you could likely get from just fishing in the general area. Some of the more duddy items. And here I am not selling off the bream row. Let's pet up Leela. After filling a water bottle. I heart you too, Leela. The emerald right here. Put the torch right here. And speaking of which, I think we can. Yes, we can make a keg. And I think I have enough to work with. I just need oak resin. Might have to rely on putting the tap somewhere now. It would be nice if I had... a keg or two. Because the description follows for the coffee beans. We can put them in a keg to make coffee out of them. Okay, this is a new tree, and this is the pine resin tree. So we'll put that there. We've already got 2 going on for... Yeah, let's put 3. Way to go, me. You've only gotten the coal from that thing. What could be done? Amaranth, mare shorts, raising animals. It's a lot of things that I want to do, but I do not want to take the challenge behind them. It's already hard enough to work with. We'll run our intentions over to Clint, get those geodes processed, and then hand over that emerald so Gunter can donate it. See if we can't get lucky at this point. Now I just realized, excuse me, it's gonna take 12 days for the pumpkins to bear fruit, but I've effectively knocked off a day and 2... let's say it's 20% of a day. So we'll probably see it around day 11. What have you got to process for me? What have I got to process for you? Not bad. An item that I likely have. Yes, Bixite. Bixite. A dark metallic mineral sought after for its cubic structure. Okay, let's donate. And we'll put you with the other greens. No reward today. Unfortunate. Oh, it's high time to start looking through whatever we can so far. Could probably start selling off these items to clear up inventory space. Or... No. I could up my fishing while I'm at it. Albeit, I do need to fish up or down. Makes it a little bit more difficult because the bobbers over here. A reduced chance of getting fish. Or, well, a reduced frequency. The chance is probably the same, but frequency is an entirely different bit. Smallmouth bass. Let's see if I don't start eating my items so I get more energy. Bluebird. Sheesh, how many birds are there? Sounds like over 3. I'll use this time to get more and more experience from these fish. Oh, it'd probably be better if I went over to the beach and get some better looking fish. Better tasty looking fish because of how wild the place is. I think tuna's also a way we can get the... also on that menu at this point. Tuna's probably good for either summer or fall. Let's head over to the bulletin board. Maybe we can get something over there while that's going on. And there was 3 birds. Penny is the only one I ever forgot, so you best treat her kindly. Well, I've kind of beaten somebody to the punch for that. Oh dear, a tiny crab appears to have made his home in my shirt pocket. That is the trouble with living on the beach. Now, if you could just move yourself away from viewing me, I'll... Thank you. And... Ah, darn it, you're too close. You're gonna see me digging in the trash. Now you're not. Your back turned to me. Let's go down here. See if we can up our chances of getting more fish and more places to use the hoe. Nice. Alright. Lots more sellable items. Let's fish while we're at it. It's time to bring up the fishbowl at this point. I'm not sure what I can do with regards to talking, and I've given myself about a good 2 minutes worth of resting. During my cleanup, I'd located more of a fishbowl compared to some of the previous posts that I did. And it was a fishbowl filled with random items. So there's a part of me that wants to see if I can utilize that and try to get a conversation going. Ooh, first catch up with a sea cucumber. The first thing I pulled out was a watch. It reminded me of Belle. Belle, despite being a, I guess I'd call her a killing machine at this point with how she trained me, she loved watches. She loved the design of a watch, the ability to make custom things into watches that could be worn on your wrist. In fact, the watch that I got from her before I left was a watch made out of a prison shackle. It's a prison shackle that had, well, it had two clasps, and one of the clasps, if you held it right, it could be used as a knife with a cord attached to it. So let's see if I can better explain this. So the prison shackles, more focus on this one, the prison shackles themselves doubled as a combat survival knife and some other kits, as well as a watch. I never let go of that watch until now. It's hard to think that I can't find it. It's a unique item. Can't even miss it. And there was no way of taking that watch out aside from just cutting off your hand, but it's aside from cutting off the arm that it belonged to. Someone almost had the bright idea of doing that. But I guess they thought otherwise after getting spooked by, well, whatever spooked them. I like that watch. I mean, the current one that I have right now, are you gonna Fisher? Appears that I've taken your spot, Willie. Unfortunate. The watch I currently have right now is a... I need to I have to see it in front of me because I don't have it on me right now. I've got it set aside on my bed. Oh! Never mind. I thought it was at my bed, but it turns out it's to the left of me. The right of me. This one's Japan-made, and it's called a Casio Edifice. It's got a minute hand and an hour hand as basics, but it also has, and somebody else called it a GMT. So instead of having a minute hand and an hour hand, this one has a 24-hour hand. Well, because military and other service-related regarding health, they'd have to base it off of hours. So the 24th hour at this point would have been passed, and I'm currently at 24 hours and 2 minutes. When I first bought this watch, I had the idea of replacing the leather straps with something more new, but the vendor at the time, she managed to persuade me that the leather was authentic. You don't need to replace it. So I relented. I just bought the thing as is, and right now it's one of the best watches that I own in my collection. Well, I do miss that shackle watch, though. Maybe I'll write a sketch of it and show you what features are on there. And then maybe I'll find a way to... I could probably find a way to make it, but it'll take me some time and consideration. High key may be accommodating, but they aren't too accommodating with what I would like. And sooner or later, my memories will have to come back to me at some point, regardless of how many months or years it takes. So that does it for the watch. Quite happy I was able to get that little topic out. Stream's a little bit loud, though, with regard to the ocean, but then again, the ocean's meant to be loud. It's a nice way of hiding secrets. Being able to talk with people if you know where you're walking about. Yeah, oceans back in the day were the loudest thing ever. Well, compared to what would, compared to your usual loudmouth people. If you, back in the day, I think a Roman statesman, I don't remember what name exactly. Oh dear, last one for the day. The man would use the roar of the ocean waves to see if he could shout louder than them. Because during the time of Rome or Greece, I think it was that, in order to have your influence on the crowd of people, you would have to be the loudest person in the forum. And what better way to be louder than a person to see if they're louder than the ocean itself? Let's light things up while we're at it. Not like it's going to harm anything. Albeit, it does mess around a bit with how things look. Makes for some nice lighting, though. I don't think it's going to have any negative repercussions whatsoever in a cosmic sense. Oh, let's see what they're selling at the saloon, though. I don't... What have you got going for me, Gus? Seems that your usual regulars that are here, they'll be here until midnight. And you know what? Give me that recipe. And now let's get that cake. Give me that cake! Alright, let's get back home and sell all of our fish. This haul alone should at least get me to 2,000. Should get me to 2,000 at least. And one of these days I'm going to take a sentence structure class to help myself with improving my sentences. 2, 3, 4, 5, albacore, blueberry, maple, applesauce, and the big sites, and the cockle. I will save everything else. I'll put the fish items here. That's everything. Let's put the glasses here. And we'll leave the glasses there for the time being. Might be high time tomorrow to look inside the bat cave for fruit. Let's see, 27. Oh, need to put out this soggy newspaper though. Nothing to do for this day. We'll have to end the day. And I think I might call it here. I'm slowly reeling in between sleepiness and consciousness. Not a bad day, though. Managed to get through Monday through Thursday at this point. I'd like to see how far I can go for next week. See if I can't go for another week. And it's been an hour and 30. Really showcasing my improvements, despite some setbacks. But let's take a look at what we'll be expecting for today. I know I'll be expecting you to do watering, but what's going to be the fortune for that day? For this day? Somewhat annoyed. Luck will not be on your side. And the weather report for tomorrow? Sweet. It's going to rain. Unfortunately, I do not have the amount of money that I need to upgrade anything. I could head over to the mines, though. I could try going over to... Yeah, we can go to the mines. See if we can't get lucky. And I've already got the totem that I need and ready to go there. I have the mountain totem and the farm totem. Makes it for an easier time to get back, that's for sure. And this driftwood needs to be on the top left. It's an item that I get from here. Well, that's in store for tomorrow. I might change it up a little bit by putting more items on the channel's, the stream's thumbnail. And it looks like the bok choy is done. And the ancient plants. It's gonna be a good few bits for tomorrow. Oh, next time I play. So, with that said, this is Soprano Onobdy. I'll see you in Stardew Valley next Saturday. Come this next month, our schedule is going to be focused on 3 items. This, RuneScape, and the Pokemon trading card single game that I'm developing right now. I'll see you guys then.